Hi there, my name is Todd Taylor, and I'm the Online Learning Manager here at FIT's Office for Online Learning. In today's video, we're going to try and break discussions down into 15 minutes or less. So we're going to be looking at how to add a discussion in Brightspace. So discussions are added and edited using the discussions tool in the blue nav bar. So let's go in and have a look. So in the nav bar, I'm going to hit discussions. Okay. So we do all our work in the discussions list here. And it says to us we don't have any discussion topics to post to yet. First of all, we need to create a forum. So in Brightspace, we often have to put things into folders. Or, this is to keep things organized. So in the case of discussions, these folders are called forums. How you organize your forum might be how you design your course. So if you have multiple online discussions happening each week, you might have a forum for each week where you're organizing your various discussions for each week to help organize students, to help them go through the course. Or it might be unit-based. So you might have a unit going over 2 or 3 weeks, and you might have multiple discussions within that broad unit theme. Other times, some people just create one forum called weekly discussions and then put their various topics under that. So they might just have a different topic each week. How you organize it, it's up to you. But generally, we just look at forums in terms of a space where we're organizing our various topics, as well as where we might be defining our high-level rules for our topics as well. So let's go in and create a forum. Again, a forum is our high-level folder. So we first create the folder, then we create the element that we're going to have students interacting with. So to do this, we use the New button. So click on New, and we have 2 options. We don't have any forum set up, so we'll go a new forum. We give our forum a title. I'm going to call this my weekly discussion. So I'm going to have the process where I have one forum which I have all my various topics underneath. So each week, students are only going to engage with one discussion topic. Then we can put in maybe our high-level rules for our topics as well. This might make sense a little bit later on, but sometimes you might just say like, initial post by Wednesday, respond to peers by Friday. Now you can wordsmith this a lot better than I can. Initial post is to be 2 paragraphs. Responses at least 1 paragraph. So what I'm doing here is that I'm just kind of setting the ground rules for what we want to happen in our discussion topics. So this will kind of like be a general instruction to help guide students on setting expectations for what they have to do when they respond to each prompt. Below, we have a number of options. The allow anonymous posts option might be relevant if you have a suggestion box in your course where you're asking students to give you feedback on your course. Generally, we're using discussions as a way of monitoring students' understanding and their tacit and explicit knowledge of subject matter. So you kind of want to know who's writing what. So most of the time, we'd leave that one turned off. This second option can be useful. So users must start a thread before they can read and reply to other topics in each topic. So what that means is students have to submit their own work before they can read other people's work. There's a couple of reasons why you might do this. First of all, it ensures originality of work. Students just cannot read everybody else's comments and then summarize and engage in groupthink. So it means that students can offer new ideas and interact with each other. It also, what I would describe as democratizes the conversation. So oftentimes in a face-to-face course or a synchronous course, you might find that students jump in, give their 2 cents worth so they can dominate and steer the conversation, and everyone bases their conversations on that. Now, whether those points that bring up initially are good points or not is irrelevant, but they get in that kind of sets the agenda for the topic. When everyone contributes their points first, then students can review everybody's points or discussion threads and then engage with ones which interest them. So it's not just the people who get in there first, but the people who write the most interesting stuff, which may ignite conversations. The third option, a moderator must approve responses. There might be a need to select this one. It's a very sensitive topic, although the caveat here is it's put a lot of work on you. It means that after each student posts something, you've got to go in and approve it. And the final option is display forum topics, forum description in the topics. I'm going to choose that one because we want our discussion instructions to appear in each topic as well. So I'm going to choose the second and fourth option. So students must post that original post. I think that's a pretty good one, as well as the we'll display our rules in each post. So I'm going to hit save and close. But if you're creating all your topics, you would hit the save and add topic button just there. But in this case, I'm going to go save and close just so we can see what this looks like. Okay, so now we have a discussion topic, but students can't interact with this. This is just the folder. So it's just a holding pen for our various topics. So to add our topics, we need, okay, well, first of all, let's look at what we have here. So we have the rule here that students must post first, as well as the rules that we set as well. If we want to add a topic to this, a prompt for students to actually engage with, then we go new topic. We choose what forum this belongs to. This is why we create our forums first, because it needs to be added to a folder. So we choose our folder, weekly discussions, and that closes my week 1 discussion. And then you write your prompt. Oftentimes you're trying to link students' experiences to whatever we're just talking about to add nuance, but it depends on what you're teaching and what type of prompts are appropriate to your course. So in this case, I'm just going to simply write prompt because this can be a very broad range. I don't want to necessarily set an example which may or may not work for your course. We have a series of options. These are very similar to what was at the forum level. We set these at the forum level. We don't need to set them again. So again, I'm just trying to remove work from yourselves. So, so we've already set it up at the folder level, so it just cascades down, and we don't have to reset it at all. If we're creating another topic, we can use the Save a New button, but for this particular second, I'm just going to hit Save and Close. Okay, so now we have this discussion forum, which is the folder, and then we have this discussion topic, which students can engage with. So the way that students would engage with it is they click on the blue link, they can hit the Start Thread button, and then they can type in the, my experience. They can type in their instruction, their response, as well as give it a response, like a hiding, a title, a headline as well. Students do have the ability to add videos and pictures to their posts as well. So there's a variety of ways they can add information. When they're done, they can hit post. They can set it as a draft or cancel it. So they have to hit post to obviously post it to the forum so everyone else can view it. Let's see what it looks like. And there it is. Okay, so currently this discussion, if you go back to our discussion list, is not graded. So I'm going to quickly show us how we can edit a discussion post. Then click on the little chevron next to our discussions and then go edit topic. Up the top of the page, there are 4 tools. There's properties. This is where we added our title, our prompt. There's restrictions. This is where we add our start and closing dates. And there's an assessment option. This is where we can add it to the gradebook. Let's add this discussion to our gradebook. So I'm going to click on assessment. So the first step here is to create a new grade item. So I click on the new grade item. This is what we want to appear in the gradebook. So I'm going to call this my week 1 discussion. If you have categories set up in your gradebook, you can add your categories here. I'm assuming for the moment that we haven't set up categories yet. And in the grading video, the gradebook video, I will show you how we can add our items to categories. We can add our maximum points. Why not? We'll make this 10% of the grade, and then we'll hit save. Here we can rate out of 100. Sounds good to me. And we can save and close this as well. So then when it returns to our page, it tells that this discussion is now in the assessment because it shows this little ribbon icon. Some people see a keyhole. I see a ribbon. Imagine going to a science fair, you win first prize, they give you a ribbon which they poke on your chest. That's what I'm seeing. Or if you go to the state fair, you get the biggest pumpkin, get a ribbon for that, poke that to your chest. To me, it just tells you that, hey, you're in some sort of, like scored event. That's why you have a ribbon there. That's what it tells me. So that's it. We've just shown you how to add a forum, add a topic to that forum, as well as how to add it to the gradebook. In the content video, we'll run over how to then add a discussion to your content. But for now, that's it. If you have any questions, please reach out, and thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Okay, bye, Todd.